Hey guys, thanks for joining this morning. This is Jonathan Whitmire with Premier Boating Centers and Ocean Marine. Wanted to take a few minutes to show you some construction differences between our Avalon pontoons and most of the competition that you're going to see in the market. So I've got an Avalon sitting here. We're going to start with construction features like our pontoons. So one of the things that's exclusive to Avalon is they have a spray shield that is made onto the pontoon. So this is a structural aspect of the boat. It's not an aftermarket or afterthought welded on piece like this. It's going to withstand impact from the dock much better than this welded on fin. Also, if you look in the surface area under here, you've got a lot more deflection surface here. So this boat's going to ride better and keep you and your family drier when you're on the lake. Also here on your nose cone, you're going to see that this is a double wrapped piece of aluminum. So these pieces of aluminum come together like this and they're welded on the side here. So this is a double thickness plate that's breaking the water, or if you're beaching your boat, you're not going to have to worry about bending this fin over. You'll see this is just welded on both sides. It's not double wrapped. We see a lot of used boats come in where this is turned due to impact. So going to be a lot more impact resistant with a double wrapped aluminum here. Okay, we've also got some additional spray deflectors here on the bottom. All right, so a lot different design than you'll see on most of the competitors' boats. A lot stronger. Again, it's all a structure part of the boat, not an afterthought. Another big difference you're going to see on Avalon versus everybody else is this piece right here. This is called a riser. This is what connects your pontoon to your deck and your cross members. Okay, so very important part of the structure of the boat. This is one piece of extruded aluminum that runs the length of the boat and is all through bolted. On your competitor boats, it will look like they have a one-piece riser, but if you see right here, you've got some nice pop rivets holding this piece on. All this is a skirt to hide the fact that their risers are a piece about yay long and then a big gap. Short piece of riser, big gap, and then they pop rivet this skirt on to hide that fact. You can see it right here. If you look up in here, don't know if the camera's going to show it, but you can see that they do not have full-length risers on this boat. So again, structurally, a lot more sound boat than you're going to have with traditional nose cones and short risers versus full-piece risers. Another big difference I like to point out is safety. Everybody on the lake is worried about safety, right? Every Avalon, no matter the model, is going to have this reflective stripe around the boat. So even a set of running lights at night are going to pop off of this, and you're going to be able to see that boat in the distance. So again, much safer than not having any reflective striping at all. So nothing, if you forget to turn your running lights on, there's nothing that's going to make this boat stand out on the water at night. This one, you don't have to worry about that. So another thing, we do a corner cap here. If you'll look and see how large this corner cap is, these are easy to change. We all know that we're going to get our boat in the dock sometimes and going to have to replace these every once in a while. This boat does have a corner cap, but look at to see how small that is. So very minimal protection here against the dock. A lot of brands don't even have a corner cap. They have this one piece that goes all the way around. So if you get that into the dock, you've got to change that entire front end of your boat out if you hit the dock with it. So good corner cap protection here. We've got LED lights that are all made into the wall versus, again, a lot of your competition is going to have the small running light. So big difference there. These are going to put out a lot more light. Be a lot more. Another thing that I wanted to point out right here. So if you'll look down the side of this boat has smooth walls, okay? We all wash our cars from time to time, right? So your car, all the rails are on the inside. You got a smooth finish on the outside, makes it wash easy. This one, again, like most of our competitors, you've got, oh, there's our friend right there. That's the guy I was going to point out. See that spider? They love to live in these little nooks and crannies, okay? So you're going to have spider webs and debris that's going to get down in all these cracks, and it's almost impossible to get out. The guys love to live in there. So with an Avalon, again, that's an Avalon exclusive. You're going to be able to wash this boat just like your car. and not have to worry about digging and getting dirt out of all those little nooks and crannies. So let's walk to the back of the boat now. I always like to show the thickness of the aluminum. I want you to look and see how thick this piece of aluminum is versus this piece of aluminum. So it's probably a third thicker. So again, going back to construction, longevity, we've got thicker aluminum on this boat. Also, your lifting strakes. We've got some good structure here. A lot of lifting strakes that you're going to look at are going to be flat. These are curved to cup the water, make the boat run better, run more like a V-bottom boat. So it's going to get up out of the water and run. I want to show you our competitor's boat first. So one thing to note here, we've got plastic seat frames, okay? I'm gonna show you in just a second on the on the Avalon that ours are all aluminum, all right? Everybody knows aluminum's better than plastic. It's gonna last longer in a boat. Look at this. If you got your family sitting on this time after time, it's sitting out in the heat, plastic is gonna warp, okay? It's not gonna last as long. Another thing that you wanna note here, once water comes into this box, there's no drains. Where's that water gonna go? Okay, we're gonna have a soupy mess inside your box. Nowhere for the water to drain. Now we'll take a walk over to our Avalon, and we have aluminum seat frames. Get this, Arthur, look. No flex, no movement. These aluminum seat frames have a lifetime warranty, just like the hull of this boat. Also want you to take and point your camera back towards the back. You notice how much more space is in this box? Because the storage goes all the way out to the walls and it's not a Tupperware, you've got 30% more storage in every box on an Avalon than you would at any competitor you're gonna go look at. Another quick point that I'll show you guys while we're up here. So this competitor boat that we're looking at right now, it has a power Bimini. Power Bimini sounds great, right? If you'll look, to make the thing stable so you can actually go over 20 miles an hour, they have to put front legs on the Bimini. These are manual, so kind of defeats the purpose of having a power top. This one, you're just gonna press a couple buttons and it's gonna slide back into place, easy peasy. And you don't have to worry about a motor going out on you. Also, Avalon uses 50-ounce vinyl throughout their boat. So vinyl is measured in weight per square yard. So the thicker the vinyl, the bigger the numbers. So Avalon has the thickest vinyl in the industry, 50-ounce vinyl here. We also have a lifetime structure warranty on our boat. It's good as long as you own it. Again, Jonathan Whitmire with Premier Boating Centers and Ocean Marine Group. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you saw the differences and could understand why Avalon is such a better boat quality-wise than most of the competition. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.